Hello, everybody, and welcome to day 4 of this 30-day Living an Authentic Life Challenge. We are having a conversation about lifestyle because lots of times we can find ourselves in a position where our lifestyles doesn't quite look like we desire. You may be in a position where you feel like you're in a land full of giants fighting every single day for what you want, what you need, and what you have. I feel like that sometimes. And in this moment in time, when you find yourself in a position where it seems like everything around you is pulling on you more than you desire, and those individuals that you think supposed to be present aren't, it doesn't seem to be enough people around that are willing to help someone that's in need. And it's often heartbreaking when you find yourself in a position where you can't help either because what you have is not enough for you. What I found is looking at some of those old storylines. I remember my grandmother telling me a story about this rabbit. This rabbit was hungry and he didn't have anything at all. And he was wondering, what am I going to do? How am I going to eat? I know, I'll fix some rock soup. So he got a big old pot, poured some water in it, and threw some rocks in it. And he sat there and he just stirred the water around the rocks, stirred the water around the rocks. And then and when another animal came by, and I can't remember all the animals, so let's just make up a few animals. So let's say a beaver came by and looked at him and said, "Why are you stirring a pot full of water and rocks?" And the rabbit said, "I'm making rock soup." He says, "Well, if you're making soup, I have something I think you can put inside of that soup." So the beaver went and got some fresh roots and stuff that he had already dug up, and he put that inside of the soup, and he sat there with the rabbit. And then later on came a deer, and the deer was like, "What are you guys doing?" And the rabbit said, "I'm making rock soup." And the deer said, "Well, you need some more than just that inside of there." So he went and got some carrots and put that inside of the soup. And the deer stand around with the rabbit and the beaver, and he says, "Well, what are you doing?" And he says, "I'm making rock soup." And so as he made that, more animals came by to stare at them and see, what are you doing along the way? And thank you guys for joining. We are having an extended conversation with the public right now, sharing a story about rock soup. So these animals came by watching the rabbit stir the pot, and he was like, "What are you doing?" Bear came by and he said, "I'll add something to the pot." Eventually, we had so many animals come that watched the rabbit stir the water, adding things to the pot that the rock soup had onions in it, carrots in it, a little bit of meat, and various things because everybody took their little bit and added it to the water. If we in this day and age take our little bit and add it to the water, we'll be in a position to be able to support one another's when we find that those that are in charge, that are bullying individuals around, they can't keep bullying you. If you rally to support each other, and all you need is your little bit, just like Rabbit had his little bit, and then someone else came and added theirs in. Because the chaos that we often feel that comes from those that's supposed to protect us and do not, you got to rally around and be a support to someone else. So here's something else that you can do. One of the other things I found that you can do when you find yourself in a position where you are bullied and those that are protecting you are not helping you, and you only have the little bit that you think is not enough for you or anybody else, share it. There's this lesson that I've learned growing up. You reap what you sow. If you only have a little bit, sow that little bit. And for this 30-day authentic life challenge, I'm sharing with you all just a little bit of what takes place here on Zoom. So for those of you that are joining us here on Zoom, thank you so much for being here. For those of you that are not here, well, I encourage you, join us in the Reset Strategies community because we're taking 12 different topics and we're digging deeper, taking out a little bit and adding it to support each other along the way, so that we can look at the various areas of our lives, see what we can show up and get support with each other. And today, one of the things that we're going to talk about as far as lifestyle is concerned is identifying what you struggle with. If you can identify who's pushing you around, what battles you're facing, and choose to confront that today with faith and a single concrete action, that action can prepare you. Because a lot of people are under the impression that you just wait it out or pray it out. And those can be good things, but even God intends for you to do something while you're sitting in a waiting room of life. He often gives us the thought process of while you are waiting for his response to move on your behalf, do the last thing God told you to do. And when you do that, you'll find that you got a strength and an insight because it is in that moment, honoring what God has asked of you, that you will get his insight. And there, he'll be with you in a storm, covering you, just like a hen covers her chicks when it's raining. And so for today, day 4, lifestyle. I encourage you, if you're not already a part of the Reset Strategies community, to join us there because we're going to be here extending the conversation. And if you want someone else to support you while you're going through the journey, put your comments down below. Because even if you're not inside of our community and you feel like you need some support right now, make your comments where you find this on the various platforms that we're sharing it. And I'll reach out to you to give you the support, my little bit, the best that I can. In the meantime, this is Tanya E. Hood, walking in my purpose, and I want you